Hi everyone, Katarina here. Thank you so much for watching this video today. We are going to open number 12 out of the boxes from the Papercraft Society Advent Calendar. Can't believe we are halfway there. It's insane. So number 12 is designed by Simply Made Crafts and it is this journaling stamp set. Before we jump into our project, I'm going to mention that this video is part of a collaboration between Monika, Mel and and I'm going to leave their links to their YouTube channels in the description box below. Make sure you go over and check out their videos as well. Monika has been posting daily wonderful tutorials and so far Mel has been posting box openings, but I believe there might be some tutorials coming up soon as well. So this stamp set is like a journaling stamp set and it really is not very much my style. I was wondering what I'm going to do with this. And there's that little detailed line in there, which I think would be wonderful for borders on your cards or makes or in journals, obviously diaries. So I decided to use that as a background on my make today, but at this point I really wasn't sure what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna go off, shut the camera off, prepare a few things and come back show you. As well as that stamp from this stamp set, which is already loaded onto that acrylic block in there, I decided to use the dies from number 11, which is by Card Making Magic. And I've already cut these out of a white watercolor cardstock. They are all sitting up in there. And I decided to use the contents from box number 8 as well, which were the tags. Now, the reasoning behind it is because I can't see myself coming back and reaching for these tags in the future because I do have tag punches and stuff that I normally use. So I decided that if I decorate them now, I'll be more inclined to use these in the future because they'll be ready to go, lovely decorated. So this is pine needles distress oxiding, and I'm spritzed it with a bit of water and I'm just dipping the foliage into that, and I'm adding some lovely green color to it, and I'm just letting this aside, setting this aside to dry. I also used festive berries, peacock feathers and spiced marmalade to color the flowers, which I've already prepared and I'm going to show you in a minute. For these little ones, I used Versamarking and some metallic gold rich embossing powder to heat emboss them to add a lovely little shine. And this is what they look like already assembled. And to add color to those flowers, I used exactly the same technique that I just showed you on that bit of foliage. Just use different colors, obviously. These tags are quite a bit flimsy. They are not very heavyweight cardstock, so I decided to glue two of these on top of each other, and I'm doing this by using a color glue, which once it dries will leave it real nice and strong, like real heavyweight cardstock. To do the background, I'm going to use heat embossing. I'm using my anti-static bag all over the tag in there, and I'm taking that little stamp and my Versamark ink pad, and I'm starting on top of the tag and I'm going to make my way down to the bottom. I'm stamping these at an angle, but I'm not even stressing over having these geometrically correct. I'm just going real as fast as I could on here to have it nice and organic looking, really. I love that kind of a look about tags. So I'm using the same heat embossing powders I used on the little detail on the flowers, and this is the Gold Metallic Rich by Wow. So you can see that those lines are not at all evenly spaced in there. If you want to go for a more evenly spaced look, I suggest that you add little pencil dots on either side and line the stamp up according to those dots. I was going for more of this look because I watercolored those flowers and the foliage. These little lines, the way they sit in there, resemble like watercolored lines for me. So that was my thinking anyway. It might not make sense, but I like how they turn out. So I'm adding a couple of foliages and some of those flowers, and I use just hot glue gun to add these, but of course you can use any other glue that you prefer. You could use foam pads to raise those flowers up a bit. I think that the hot glue adds quite a lot of dimension in here. I didn't feel the need to be using foam pads, but that's always an option, of course. So how cute does this already look? Just a few finishing touches. First of all, I'm going to add an eyelet to this. The gold eyelet that I have is a wider one than that hole, so I needed to make the hole a little bit bigger, and I just use my crocodile tool to do this. I like adding eyelets to tags. I think it finishes them off quite a bit, and naturally they make the tags much sturdier as well, especially if you're adding a lot of heavy things on your tags. Not too many decorations on this, but sometimes I add a lot more to my tags. Now I'm adding rhinestones in here, and these are gold as well, and almost perfectly match the color of that heat embossing powder, so I was quite happy to use these. Now I'm going to grab just a little bit of twine, and I folded it in half, pulled it through the little hole, and kind of pulled it back into a little loop. I'm going to cut away the excess, and all that's left to do is just to add a bit of sparkle to those flowers. So I'm going to use the clear sparkle Spectrum Noir sparkle pen, and I'm adding just a little bit to those flowers. I love this tag so much. I made a different one, a second one, exactly the same, just arrange the flowers a little bit differently. How cute does this look? Now I have two tags in my stash that I can use at any time on presents, on cards, on boxes to decorate, and it's just so handy to have these, and I think they look amazing. So I hope you're enjoying these close-up photos in here too. I really hope you liked today's tutorial, and if you did, please do not forget to give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so. Do not forget to hit the notification bell, because that way you will get notified anytime I upload new videos, so you won't miss out on any of them. Do not forget to check out Monika's and Mel's channels too. And I will be back very soon with another tutorial or video or project share, and I really hope to see you there. Until then, bye!